Hey everybody, it's AJ for Disney Food Blog, and this is kind of an interesting video that we're gonna do. It always amazes me the trends I start seeing at Disney. A lot of them are food trends, interesting food trends that happen for reasons I don't understand, and they happen all over the place. And usually my guess is that Disney just sort of has a good purchasing agreement to buy a lot of something particular, and then it shows up everywhere. And then also there's like one other trend at Disney here that I'm not 100% understanding, so maybe you guys can help me out. So let's get started. So let's head over to the food trends first. Here are a few food trends that are taking place, that are happening, that I'm just kind of like, why? But maybe they're selling. I don't know. The first is popping pearls. Disney has popping pearls in everything these days. This has been happening for a couple of years, actually. I was kind of amazed at the Disneyland Food and Wine Festival last year that there were just popping pearls in almost every item. Like all the booths had popping pearls involved. So we're not talking about boba. I mean, it's like juice inside. So it's not tapioca or anything, but it's like juice inside. And they put them in slushes, and they put them in drinks, and they put them on top of food. You can see them at Satuli Canteen has the vinaigrette popping pearls on the top. Pongu Pongo Marara Margarita has them. At the Night Blossom has them over in Pandora. Festival of the Arts last year had the Popping Bubbles cocktail. You had the popping pearls at Food and Wine Festival last year as well with the Light Lab Blue Champagne. So there's a lot of popping pearls happening. I'm guessing Disney just bought a whole lot of them and have to figure out how to get rid of them. I don't know, but they're everywhere. So fascinating. Anybody know why? Let me know in the comments. Next up, push pops. These started a couple of years ago when the France Pavilion put the Grand Marnier push pop in one of their festival offerings. So one of their booths for the Food and Wine Festival, I think it was, or maybe it was Flower and Garden. I think it was Food and Wine. All of a sudden, push pops were everywhere. So France did it for a couple of festivals. They had an apple one later on, and then I think they had one more. And then we started seeing sweet push pops. So like we started seeing cake and frosting layered in push pops with the Jack Skellington push pop at Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party last year. Sandy Claus push pop at the Very Merry Christmas Party. There's an up cake push pop available in Animal Kingdom right now. There's a tiramisu popsicle in Italy in Epcot. There was an Olaf push pop going on for Hollywood Studios Christmas last year. So there's push pops all over the place. What is happening? I mean, I guess it's good that you can like walk around with it and eat it. Hey, it's cool, I guess. Creates a lot of extra garbage because you have the actual push pop, but I guess you would have had a plate anyway, right? So do you like it? Do you love it? Do you hate it? What do you think about the push pops? You guys let us know in the comments if you're a fan of the kind of push pop trend that we're seeing everywhere in Disney World right now. Now here's a trend that I can get behind. These are tots, you guys. Tater Tots all over Walt Disney World. I was intrigued when they popped up on the menu at California Grill at the top of the Contemporary Resort. Very fancy restaurant. Had some Tater Tots on the menu a few years ago, and I think that was part of the start of the sort of comfort food trend that has hit a lot of the signature restaurants. Like, we're going to make comfort food fancy, and I think that's kind of what was happening there. I'm all for it. Anywhere you're going to put Tater Tots, I'll take it. But now we've seen Tater Tots we've seen loaded Tater Tots over at Riverbell Terrace in Disneyland. There's loaded Tater Tots now at Friar's Nook in Disney World's Magic Kingdom. So we're seeing a bunch of tots. Polite Pig in Disney Springs also has sweet potato tots. So lots of tots happening in Disney World and Disneyland, which I don't mind. I can get behind that. I'm a tot fan. Interesting trend there. All right, I would talk about it. The Millennial Pink and Rose Gold trends. These are all over the place. You might have maybe you missed them. Maybe you missed them. I don't know. Last year, rose gold was a big deal. Those rose gold mini ears were all over the place, and you could not buy a pair for the life of you if you got there any more than 5 minutes after they put them out. They were selling out within an hour every time they put out a ton of them. People were very close to coming to physical blows trying to get those rose gold mini ears. And of course, rose gold snacks followed. So we saw the rose gold mini ears cupcake that, we love it. Hey, I got no problem with that cupcake. That's awesome over in Epcot at Sunshine Seasons. There was a rose gold churro over in Disneyland, a couple of other rose gold cupcakes around Walt Disney World as well. And then the Millennial Pink trend started, where we decided to do Millennial Pink magic bands. And for those who don't know even what I'm talking about, I hope there are a lot of you that don't know what I'm talking about. Millennial Pink is a kind of a baby pink that I think the marketers believe that the millennial generation really loves and will purchase things that are that color. That's why they call it Millennial Pink. So you can get Millennial Pink magic bands, Millennial Pink mini ears, and now there are lots of Millennial Pink foods. There's one over in Disneyland at Jolly Holiday. There's a Millennial Pink macaron. And in Disney World, there's a Beach Club cream puff. There's a Contempo Cafe cupcake. There's a few cupcakes over at other locations in Disney World. So there's lots of Millennial Pink and Rose Gold happening still in Disney World and Disneyland. So let us know your thoughts on those trends. Is that going to make you buy something? If it's that particular shade or that color, let us know. We'd love to hear your thoughts on those trends. And speaking of pink and gold, we'll talk about edible glitter. This is another thing that's happening big time trendy in the Disney parks. We're seeing edible glitter on a lot of stuff. Most notably right now over for Pixar Fest in Disneyland, you've got that berry funnel cake with the edible gold glitter. There is edible glitter on a lot of the dessert party items, especially over at the Frozen Ever After dessert party. There's that key lime tart with edible glitter. Just had edible glitter in my dessert over at Victoria and Albert's. There was edible glitter in my fabulous dessert as well. One of my favorite places to see that edible glitter last year was on the Fountain View Spaceship Earth cupcake. They don't have it anymore, but they had it for several months. Kind of looked like Spaceship Earth, like the geodesic dome there on the top, and they sprayed it or painted it with edible glitter, so it kind of glittered in the sun. It was really pretty. So I'm seeing this all over the place, from super fancy, schmancy restaurants down to the most basic, churro. There's a lot of churros right now over in Disneyland with edible glitter, and there's even a company called, I think, Bakery Bling or something that makes the sugar for the churros in Disneyland that has like glittery stars and hearts and all kinds of stuff in it. And you'll see those on some of those lightsaber churros or the gold churros for Pirates of the Caribbean. You'll see it all over, that sort of stuff. There were even some beignets. There were some blackberry beignets recently that had that sort of purple glittery sugar on it too. So happening all over the place. Let us know what you think about that trend. And finally, we need to talk about the walls. I've avoided talking about the walls on this video channel because I don't know how many of you actually know what it is that I'm talking about, but there are some very famous, very popular walls in Disney World now. Some of them have their own Instagram accounts even. The most famous one is the purple wall, and of course Disney has grabbed onto this. This is a wall where people go have their picture taken. They like that it's all purple or something, and so they get their picture taken in front of it. And Disney has grabbed onto it, and now they have specially painted that wall, and they sell merchandise that says purple wall. You can get a hat that says purple wall. You can get other merchandise that says it on it as well. It's very interesting. There are other walls as well. I think there's a blueberry wall and a bubblegum wall, and I even forgot there's a purple wall slush. Disney has even created a purple wall slush that you can buy and get your picture taken with it at the purple wall, and you can get that in Tomorrowland in Magic Kingdom. These are some trends that Disney marketing is grabbing onto and pushing, and I'm just intrigued and interested. What do you guys think? Have you had your picture taken in front of some of these walls? What's your favorite wall in Disney World? Let us know in the comments. And do you know of any other trends? What are some other trends that are popping up in Disney World that you're noticing if you're there often, or if you're watching kind of social media accounts? Let us know. We'd love to keep our eyes out for them and check them out. This is AJ for Disney Food Vlog, and we'll see you real soon.